And one of the things that was happening during the boom years, the Celtic Tiger years, was that a lot of the sales processes and the sales practices of companies was being covering over the cracks a little bit. So when the crash happened and all those contracts went by the wayside, a lot of companies struggled to know what to do. The market had changed, of course, from being a seller's market, so to speak. It now became a buyer's market, and what the buyer was looking for was very different to what it had been before.
But what we realised, we weren't living at all. I had just booked a holiday, I think it was in Turkey, and I put the phone down and I thought, where will we go next? Maybe Greece. And I suddenly thought, I'm not living in the present at all. I'm spending my whole time living in projected future. So we sat down, we had a family conference around the table, and we said, you know what, let's change our lives.
As if you're doing in 10 years' time what you're doing today, I'll guarantee you won't be doing it because you won't be in business. And you really got to be fluid in your thinking, because business is ever changing and you've always got to be seeking new opportunities.
Networking, I would believe, works, as Fiona and Sam all would have said, it's belief in your product, belief in your company, and more importantly, having a great customer service. If you have none of these, there's no point networking, because you could get everyone to the door, but if there's nothing there for them, you've flopped on your head on it.
We've all had one of those days where you've been in the office 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever, and you end up coming away from there and go, what did I actually do today? You have one of those days? We've all had those days. It's because not enough focus is taking place.
After the Olympics in Sydney, again, I finished 28 and I was like, what am I doing? And I looked at the person who won it, Robert Korjanowski won the race, and I emailed him afterwards, and he invited me to go to South Africa and train with him. And I can remember I was out training with him, again, just blind, very, very ambitious. You know, I was always willing to work really hard, but no plan. And Robert pulled me aside one day and he said, you know, Robbie, you need a plan. Any plan, but you need a plan.